Welcome to our Me and My Six Legs. We're talking about bugs. So, for our 2-year-olds on here, we're going to be doing beetle crawls, which are bear crawls. So you're going to go on all your feet and your hands with your booty up in the air. And they're going to crawl up. When they get to the top, they're going to stop. And they're going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And then they're going to roll down. Okay, when they get to the other end, they will step up on and jump onto the beehive. All right, so for our 2-year-olds on this one, they're going to be doing donkey kicks at each of the red blocks, and they can identify how many ants are on them and do that many donkey kicks. So how many ants do we have?
1.
So you do 1 donkey kick, and then move to the next one. How many?
2. 1, 2.
And how many on the next one?
3. 1, 2, 3.
Perfect. Okay, for our 3-year-olds on this one, we change a little bit. So they're going to be coming up to on top of the block, stepping on the ant, and they're going to be doing jumps. So we are encouraging that not just a jump, but they are supposed to get low. So they're going to go into a squat and jump, and squat and jump. And if you need to push these up farther apart, we can do it if they need a bigger jump.
Okay.
All right, for our station here, we're going to be doing our roly-poly crawls up the tunnel. You're going to climb up the tunnel, and then they're going to climb across and then go down on their bellies. Down they go. Like 2-year-olds a little bit. Okay, and then they'll come over here for our 2-year-olds, and they're going to take their swatter, and they're going to walk side steps on the balance beam, and they're going to hit bugs as they walk across. Snatch as many ants as they can. All right. Okay, and on to our spider climbs here. We're going to be doing box handstands. So we are trying, with our 2-year-olds, we really, it's just, can they do it? So they're going to turn around and they're going to put their hands on the ground, and then they're going to take their feet up steps. So with our 2-year-olds, we're just going as high as they possibly can. You got to get up. And we're good there. They don't need to go very high. They'll probably stop at the most at the second step. Okay, and then come back down. Okay, all right. For our 3s on this one, we are doing the same thing, but we are going to get them more into that box shape. So you're going to put your hands on the ground and walk your feet up until they are at a level where they are making this L or this box shape. And where we are emphasizing is that they are not pushing back. So push back on your shoulders a little bit so that they are directly, their shoulders are directly above their hands, and they're not over here and they're not back here. So we have a very tight belly so they're not hollowing out their belly, and that we are stacking our hands. Here on our butterfly menagerie, we are going to be doing 2 similar aspects, but strengthening different things. So on this one, our 2-year-olds are going to stand up and hold on the bar, and they're going to stick their feet in. And because they're 2, and they're probably just going to be able to stand up and hold, and then they are just going to be able to push their feet out and in, out and in. So just like that. Okay. And then on this one, you know, she's not quite a 2-year-old size, but their proportions will match up where they're basically just standing and just going out and in with it. All right, you're gonna move to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, on our 2-year-olds here, we're gonna be sitting, you know, in it, like a swing. And now our feet are gonna come up, and parents can help them do this if they're not quite getting it, but we're going out and in, out and
So
in.
like this.
Yep. So just like butterfly wings. So where our other one was more of an arm strength, this one's more of an ab strength of being able to lift those legs up and do our butterfly wings. For 2s and 3s, we're doing the same thing. Obviously 2s are assisted by parents, but we're doing grasshopper hops. So, I mean, I personally like to say they're jumping on grasshoppers, or they can jump like a grasshopper. So they'll hold on to the bars, and they're gonna keep feet together, and they're gonna jump from dot to dot till they get to the end, and then they can turn around and come back. There you go, grasshopper hops. 3s, we're doing the same thing. It is a asymmetrical bilateral motion. So one hand is going to be doing the support while one hand does the job, and then we switch. So here we have our caterpillars and then our flowers. So we're trying to get our caterpillars over to our flowers. So they're gonna, and we're gonna count them. So 1, and then you gotta hold on to the bar at all times. So we're here, and we here, and then it gets to there, and then we switch. And we move over. So now we're gonna hold on here, and then this hand does the motion. Now this hand holds while this hand moves. So we can count the caterpillars as we move them. We can talk about the colors of the caterpillars as we move them.
It looks red.
And
Yeah.
yellow, okay? And so 2s and 3s are gonna be doing this. 3-year-olds, if you wanna make it a little bit harder, they can have an extended arm. So rather than just standing, they're having a support arm as well. So they are gonna have to pull their bodies back and hold.
Like this?
If you need a little extra degree of difficulty. For our 2-year-olds and our 3-year-olds here, we are working on climbing our feet ups while holding on. So we have our bugs here, and this is a great element to talk about of, you know, which bugs can fly the highest and how high can you fly by getting your feet up. So they're gonna hold on to the bar, and then to help, we just put a hand on their back, and you're gonna walk your feet up as high to which bug you wanna reach. All the way up. And for 2-year-olds, this is all we're doing. For 3-year-olds, we're gonna add a little element where we're trying to help them keep their chin to the bar. So can you stand up? And she's gonna put her chin on the bar. We don't want them choking. So just placing it there, not holding themselves. And again, helping them out with a hand on their back is gonna help them feel more confident that their arms are gonna hold them as they climb their feet up. Start over here for me, please. Okay, so for our beam / vault, we're going to be at this lesson plan for 3 weeks. So these you can either do where we have our walkthroughs with our vault station or with our vault returns, or we're going to have stationary aspects to our beams. So you guys can choose week from week which ones you guys want to do, or if you have enough time, do them all. So our first one I'm going to show you on our beams is our walkthroughs. So for different ages, we have different things they're going to do. 2s have march like ants, step on them, jump on them. 3s, we're going to introduce kicking. 4s and 5s, we introduce releves and turns. So they're all going to be on your hot sheet so you guys can see which ones they are. So for the aspects, let's do march like an ant. Can you march? March, march, march. We'll go to the next one and march through, or you can change it. You can jump on the insects. Can you jump on them? Smash all the bugs. Smash, smash, smash. Okay, and we're gonna come to our vault return station. For our 2-year-olds, it's just gonna be stepping up onto the panel mat and jumping off at the end. Can you show them? Step up and they'll jump off on the end, and they'll come through and do the same thing on the springboard. For our 3-year-olds, we're gonna add a jump here on the front and on the end. And then on our jump up and jump down. And for our 4-year-olds, will you come show me how to be a 4-year-old? They're gonna start with their feet on the dot. So in their lunge, we're getting them ready for that run to jump aspect of vaulting. So from here, they're just gonna jump from both of these feet to land on 2 together. Just like so. And same thing on our springboard. And then with our 4 and 5-year-olds, you can give them the run. So will you start at the bars for me and run and jump now? So they're gonna run and jump. So again, these are here to remind them that they're going from that running aspect to the jumping aspect. And good. Okay. All right. And then for our stationary on our beams, will you come help me too?
Yeah. Yay.
For our 2-year-olds, they will always be a movement. They'll always be walking through. Our 3-year-olds, we have a song, and it is on the iPad that they're going to be balancing on the balance beams while going through this song, and they're identifying, their legs like a bug and their antennas like a bug. It'll just be a fun little break, mind break for them, where they're having a fun game. You can make it a little bit harder if you want to add in like standing on one foot and do it. So for our 4 and 5-year-olds, these are going to be command, like a Simon Says game. So they will stand. You can put one kid on each bug. They can all face one way. And so with our 4-year-olds and our 5-year-olds, we are going to be doing, you can yell out stinger, and they will do a V-sit. So they'll sit down on their bums, and they'll do a V-sit. So you're gonna have your feet come together and go up. So a V-sit. So when we say stinger, we do a V-sit. When we do a fly, we're gonna be flying like a dragonfly, so we're gonna stand up on our feet, take one step forward, and arabesque. Okay? And then if I say fighting praying mantis mode pose, they're gonna go up on releve and do whatever move they want to with their hands in releve. If you wanna make this one harder, you can make it go into a passe and do the same thing. So they're kind of ninja poses.
Mommy, like this.
Yes, perfect. And then our last command is stink bug spray. And they're gonna be doing a donkey kick. So their hands are gonna go down onto the bean, and then they do a donkey kick up and land back on